Peace and love, and welcome, or welcome back to the Palace of Persephone. Thank you for everyone who has recently subscribed. I see you, I love you, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on this journey with me, joining in this healing, spiritual, life in the underworld journey, life down here on earth journey with me. I'm eating the rest of my popcorn. I know I have one more handful. I would like. What was I gonna do? I literally knew what I was gonna do right before I pressed the record button, and now it's gone. Oh, duh. Okay, I'm updating you. On surrendering and trusting spirit. Surrendering and trusting spirit. Surrendering and trusting spirit. Moving through this path of becoming my own creator, self-employed, divine sovereign, moving through this earth, doing the work that I've been sent here to do. And so yesterday, I did a very big part of that. I sent a video, because I wasn't going to see her for a while. I sent a video to the woman I worked for. I sent a video to the woman I worked for and explained everything. It's like the easiest, like, if you're like me, and you're not going to see someone for a while, you don't want to send a text message, hold on. Oh, what bird is that? I see a hawk. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you receive. Wait. I receive with the left and put the hand on the heart so you get in there. Okay. So, if you don't want to send a text message, if you don't want to wait that long to let someone know what's going on because it also affects them, I made a video and I just recorded and I said everything that I had experienced this week, everything that was going on, everything I was feeling, uploaded it to my YouTube, marked it as unlisted, sent it to her. Perfect. I recommend you doing this if it resonates with you, and this is a great way for you to speak. Maybe if you're someone who gets interrupted often, or you feel like once you're in the presence of someone, some things aren't able to come out that you already had down. Great way to do it. So that way they can also go back to it. Nothing can be taken out of context, which has also happened to me quite often in my life, where I've expressed something that I was very strictly thinking, okay, I want to say this, I want to say this, I want to say that. Getting it all together because I truly want other people to understand what I'm doing, what I'm saying, and how I'm feeling, and then relaying that in a in-person conversation, and then things being taken out of context, or later on they're like, you didn't say that. I'm like, I know I did because I made it a point to say that because I knew. You know what I'm saying? Very windy day outside today because the chemtrails all day yesterday. Little side note for you. 4 days ago, they're like, oh, there's going to be this crazy storm that's coming through, and all the weather's going to change and shift, blah, blah, blah. And then yesterday, me and my partners, chemtrails all over the sky. All over the sky. And now today. Not surprising, and I've noticed the pattern now. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. I'm almost done getting this out of my mouth. I'm so sorry. I sent her a video. I let her know yesterday about my changes, what I wanted to do. I'm still going to be offering some of the services that I do to the place where she works because she has a network online. I'm going to be offering some Reiki healing classes, just little mini ones to offer some Reiki healing. People want to join an in-person session because it is a local network, then people can have me come to their house and I can give them Reiki, or I can meet them at the farm where we worked at and I can offer Reiki. I'm going to offer some breathwork techniques, astrological insight for the shifts and changes, because I noticed a lot of people on there really did appreciate the astrology side of me, so I thought that was really cool. So like I said, when I actually, let me get the book really quick since we're going to get a little in depth together. So when I asked Spirit, like, okay, I'm going to do this, let me sit with you and get some cards, some extra clarity on how this is going to work. Hold on, I'll show you. So I have like multiple journals for multiple things. I did a spread and I was asking, okay, what can I expect the outcome to be should I choose to no longer offer my services here? And I got the King of Wands. I got the World card. I got Hanged Man. I got the Knight of Wands. I got the Lovers, which was then clarified. Oh, Manifest Dreams and oh, the Magician. Eight of Wands. And 10 of Pentacles. If any, I know some of you here who are watching this are going to be into tarot and oracle. I already know that I'm claiming that I'm bringing those people in. You already know that when I saw those cards, especially with the deck that I used the So Below deck. And so when I was looking at the cards, I was like, oh, this is so obvious. This is like very clear. Hold on, I'm going through right now. And so I sat with the cards, and it was in receiving those cards because sometimes, like, my spirit guides specifically know that in order for me to make some decisions like this, especially ones that involve, like, affecting others with the changes that I'm making, that I would like some kind of visual clarity that I can go by, some kind of structure. So, hold on. I was like, okay, I'm actually pretty good at finding them. So I received Massive Change. I don't think it was the Tower card there. I have one that says Massive Change, and I'm wondering, the World. Hold on. Massive Change. It wasn't Death. Anyway, so it was the Tower. It was the Tower. Now that I'm seeing it, it was the Tower. So that the one I said was Eight of Wands wasn't Eight of Wands. It was the Tower. But I'm going to show you the cards while we're talking, because like I said, this is going to be more of one of my little in-depth ones of an update. Maybe like 7 more minutes. Nothing. I won't take up too much of your time, okay? But this to me is like one of the most pivotal moments in this chronicling that I'll be putting on the channel, is like letting her know, and then also letting my partner's mother know, because I live under her house. So like me not bringing in money through a traditional 9-to-5 is like kind of different, and you got to really trust and have faith. And so this is something I really did want to record and like keep track of, because I do know that in me recording this and letting you know what's happening, what's going on with me, and then showing you the results of doing that, it can be so inspiring and encouraging for you yourself to do it. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm proud of me, because like this was not easy for me to do. It wasn't like oh, I already have all the cards. This was not like an easy, like someone's like, okay, don't do that, and you're like, okay, cool. It was like, oh, I need to sit with this. Oh, I need to decide on this. Oh, I need to. And so the first card from What Can I Expect was the King of Wands. Can you see that? Like claiming her own power, standing in her own power in front of the fire, holding her staff, connecting with spirit. How do I get this to, do I do that hand thing? Oh my God, that worked. Claiming her own power. And then the World card, again, sticking her hand up towards spirit, claiming her own power. In a world full of sleeping people, in a world full of people who are not yet aware of their power, not yet aware of their own power or their own sovereignty or their own ability to co-create with spirit, maybe unconsciously, subconsciously consuming the things in the 3D world and not recognizing that you're here for something bigger than that. And I was like, okay, so I got that one, and then I got the Hanged Man, which just like the day before, the weather was really nice outside, and it was like one of the first nice days where my niece's aerial set was like dry, and I didn't think I was gonna be all nasty and cold in it, and I sat upside down in it like a little bat. I was hanging upside down, and I was facing towards the house, and I was looking at the house, and I was like, everything is different to me when I'm upside down. Everything does feel different when I'm upside down and I'm looking at what's occurring, and really sitting with like, oh wow, I need to zoom out. I need to recognize that my life isn't just existing here within this house. It's not just existing here within this city. It's not just existing here within this state. It's not just existing here within this continent. It's not just existing here within this world. It expands even beyond that. And the card that I got for advice was Big Picture overall from my oracle. I don't know if that really helps with this one, but Big Picture. And so, like I said, I just want to show you guys some of this, because sitting with your guides and using your tarot, using your oracle, asking for angel numbers, asking for spirit animals, asking for all of that is going to bring about so much. And so then I got that, and then I got the Hanged Man, and then I got the Knight of, oh, I was missing the Knight of Wands. But for me, Knight of Wands is just like adding an accentuation to the energy present, and Knight of Wands is ready to rush forward into what it's doing. It's ready to end it with that fire, with that passion. Oh, this is what I'm meant to do. This is what I'm supposed to do. Then I'm just going to go ahead and surrender and do it. And that's what I'm going to do. So that's how I was feeling. And then, like I said, the Lover's card represents a choice. Oh, I did take the Eight of Wands out. Oops. The Lover's card can represent a choice, a decision to make. And I said, and I just got this as the card, and so I asked for some more clarification. So I clarified this card. And I said, and can you tell me more about this choice that I'm making, the nature of it? And it was the Magician first, recognizing you have all the tools that you need available to you now. Everything that you need to make this difference and to shift and to make this change is already here with you. It's already present within you. You already have, like, you have a camera, you have your thoughts, you have your energy, you have your services, you have the ability to create through technology, you have the ability to sit and connect with your guides, you have the ability to journal and write what we tell you. Everything you need, you already have to do it. So just do it, girl. And then the next card is the Tower. In making these changes, there are going to be some big shifts. And like in this card, I love the Tower because you can tell that she's like answered the phone and received some kind of information that made her drop this. And it's just like one of those like, and that's what I'm anticipating, that's what I'm claiming, that's what I'm holding, that I'm making this choice and making these shifts. Psh. Everything's different. Because imagine, just sit with me for a moment. Imagine wherever you're working, whatever job you have, whatever you're currently doing that isn't for you, but brings in some form of like stability through the money it gives you. Imagine sitting in your energy field. Now imagine not doing that and doing what your heart calls you to do. Doing what activates your heart center, not your mental space. Not like, oh, I go to work and it stimulates my mind. I'm connecting with people through Reiki and touching their energetic frequency. I'm speaking in light language and sending and channeling a message from Gaia, from my ancestors. I'm sitting with my ancestors in general and sharing the messages and the truths that are asking to come out. I'm sharing my experience here on my YouTube channel of doing that, and in hopes and in trust that it'll connect with other people who are waiting, just waiting to make that change, waiting to sit in their own sovereignty, be like, anything that I truly feel here, because it has to come from here. This is something my Pleiadian emissaries of light told me. If you can sit and imagine yourself doing something and it feels like it's coming from in your brain, it's not meant for you. If it comes from the heart center, then it is of you. And how they worded it was, you'll know something is meant for you if it comes from the heart. Because if it doesn't come from the heart, then it isn't coming from you. And if it isn't coming from you, then it isn't authentic. And if it isn't authentic, then it won't be felt. And if it's not felt, then it won't move anyone. If it doesn't move anyone, then it's not making a change or a difference in shifting the frequency. So yeah, like I said, I'm doing so good on time. Oh my gosh, that feels so good to me. You guys don't even understand. I can ramble for so long. And so the last card I got, the Ten of Pentacles. And this is something that as a Capricorn rising, or any Capricorn or earthy energies, can resonate with me, wanting to build a legacy, wanting to build something that is stable, is secure, is nurturing, is a place, a safe haven. And to me, creating a Ten of Pentacles is more than just a sense of like, oh, I want to have a house where I can be stable and live in it. Creating like a Ten of Pentacles within the YouTube channel, I'm creating a place, a stable foundation, a stable place for people to come and to activate and to awaken and to ascend, to empower themselves. Creating that, like, making this choice to not spend my energy where I was spending it and spending it doing this is my purpose, is part of my purpose, is to create a place, a foundation in which others can become activated, awaken, and ascend into their true divine sovereignty, and recognize that you are aligned with Creator Source, and anything that can come and emanate from the heart space that you are being called to do from spirit, that you've sat and discerned and gotten your answers for, you will be supported. You will. And I'm going to be the living testament of that. My videos that I'll be posting in this little playlist about trusting spirit are going to be a testament to that. And I'm just like really grateful for trusting in spirit enough to do this. Because if I don't know if any of you guys have seen the new Matrix movie, but if I didn't make that choice in that moment when I was sitting at the park, if you've watched the videos in this playlist, that's when I made the decision. If I didn't do that, I would be breaking inside. I would be crumbling from continuing to falter in moving towards my purpose. I would not, like, and Neo had to be reminded again in this new Matrix. That's what really tripped me out, is like, in that movie, you, like, I didn't know what to expect, and to realize that he had been in the 3D world, then realize he was the one, and we are all the one, because we are one is one, and we're all connected to God's source energy. When he recognized that godness in him, the divinity in him, he ascended. He was able to rise into that. I don't know why I always do this when I say sovereignty, but it's just like to surrender to the beingness that is you, the sovereignty of you. He realized that, and then you think, okay, cool, things are going good. In this new one, he's back in the 3D world. He's back in the Matrix. He's back in a job doing this mundane thing with his mental space over and over and over again. Nothing is coming from his heart center. He doesn't feel alive. He doesn't feel like he's living in the now. And so to see that was such a strong, like, message. And it's a strong message for all of us. That movie is meant for all of us to take something from. And to realize that even you, even me, I've been through it personally, to have been awakened, to recognize I have a divine spiritual purpose, to connect to crystals, to connect to my guides, to connect to my books, to connect to meditation, to connect to yoga, to connect to all these things I've added to my spiritual hygiene, and then to have fallen off of it. And then not have even realized I was back in the 3D plane. And then being like, wait a minute, how did that happen? And it's about being consciously aware every day. Consciously aware every day that this mental matrix, this 3D matrix that you're even watching me through, is just a tool for us to use. It's just a tool for us to use to move through this new world that we're in, to encourage the awakening of people through technology. That is about the dawning of the age of Aquarius. The dawning of the age of Aquarius, Aquarius rules technology. Through our technology, we're now beginning to see the corrupt systems and societies that we live under. We're beginning to share information in new ways that cannot be controlled. They cannot control the internet. So this isn't supposed to be like a distraction. It's not supposed to be. It can become that. You have to see it as a tool, which is why whenever I'm using my phone, I know I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this with it. I'm opening my phone and I'm going to do this. I always have to say that to myself so that I can understand the purpose of it. But in realizing I'm like kind of getting on a tangent, so I'm going to take myself back. Maybe I'll make a whole little another video about that. But really, this choice for me was me choosing to exit the matrix again. This choice for me was, okay, I'm not going to just enter into this pattern, this routine every week that doesn't allot me enough time, space, and energy to do what I know I need to be doing. And it may be different for other people. Other people out here can do A, B, and C 5 times a day, every day, and never stop. They just have the energy for it. Please look into human design, because I just recently found out that I'm a projector. And with a projector type of energy, peace to all my projectors out there who already know, it is important for us to utilize the energy that we do have towards something that is meant for us to be doing. Otherwise, we can get burnt out and we're not able to live our purpose. And we are all meant here to live our purpose. And so this is what I'm doing. I'm going to be living my purpose by just moving into this. Like I said, it's still kind of crazy for me to recognize and to sit in and to own and to claim that I have trust and I have faith. And they've already been giving me all of the advice that I need for the ways in which I can offer my services, the things that I can do on my different platforms, and how to utilize platforms, because I was feeling real confused about that. I was like, well, what can I do on YouTube? What can I do on TikTok? What can I do on Instagram? In what way can I spread a message that activates, awakens people, and is able to get them to feel connected from the heart space? And a lot of it has been my own internal personal journey first, which I'm so grateful for, because that's necessary. Know thyself. And everything else just kind of opens itself up to you. And in watching these videos, you're going to see that, and you're going to feel that, and you're going to know that. And you're going to just feel you are a god or a goddess. Know that now. If that sounds crazy to you, then good. Because most of the time, the things that are crazy are the things that are real. Okay? I'm just saying, break out of your mental matrix. Break out of, well, this is how it's always been done. This is what they've always said. This is how we've always done it. This is what I've... That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter anymore. We're creating our own world now. And Pluto being in its transit through the United States birth chart right now is a beautiful, wonderful time for you to start claiming your own sovereignty and your own independence and your own divine sovereignty as self. If you were born out of your mother's womb and you just walked across this earth, how would you feel when then some system comes in and tells you, we control you, we give you this, we tell you to do that, you use your energy for this? You'd be like, what the? I just live on the earth. I am of the earth. I am of God. Who are you? That's how you should feel. You should be checking people left and right. And I'm, like I said, I'm right there with you. This is something new to me. But I'm going to end it here because I'm at 20 minutes. And I know how it gets when people see something more than 20 minutes. So we'll just chronicle some more things in the next video, which will be, you know, further down as I continue to grow this. This is still in its new baby stages, but I'm so grateful and I'm so ready and I'm so excited, and I hope you're excited for the changes that you'll be making as well. So thank you so much for sitting with me and letting me talk and letting me word vomit and be excited about what's happening, because I'm going to be just as excited for you when you leave in the comments the things that you're feeling moved to do in your life. Please share that with me. I trust you will stay open to the signs and synchronicities that await you throughout the remainder of your day or night, wherever you are. Stay open and consciously aware to them. And until I see you next time, as always, I am sending you peace and I'm sending you love.